All right, y'all, here we go. It is Saturday, and we're doing coffee and chat with Rev Bruce. Coffee and chat with Rev Bruce. Actually, getting back into a piece that we started um, a while ago. Coming back to it, it's perfect time to revisit it. Tax season, and so doing a financial fitness check-in. Just trying to see where we at, what's going on, what have we been doing, how have we been utilizing what we've learned, what we've heard, what we know, right? In case no one knows, I'm in California. Gas is crazy high. Thank God I didn't have to do as much lately, but I realized that, man, the last couple of weeks, gas has climbed beyond where I want to see it. But hey, we're in the middle of a war. War over what? Oil. That includes oil. Um, all that's going on. And so that means there are things that are affected. The economy is affected. The stock market is affected. Certain companies are affected by this war. And so let's look at this a different way. Peep it out, right? I want to take it to another level with this. Where are you with your financial goals for 2026? Have you gotten there yet? Have you done anything new? Where are you? Let's start this off, bang. And I'm just gonna do it like this. Remember, this is faith and fitness, part of Life Path Multimedia, and we look at it from a different angle and trying to look at it from how our faith and finances fit together, but also realizing that you don't have to die broke. I learned that from Gerald Peters. For y'all that don't know, Money Flow Gang, Gerald Peters. You don't have to die broke. Gerald Peters was very influential in what I understood as going from the idea of knowing that I was, trying to be a trader, but identifying myself once I looked at what Gerald Peters was sharing with me that I was really um, an investor, buy and hold investor, not really a trader, options and all that stuff. And so Gerald Peters helped me identify that. Um, Great man, talked to him a couple times. Great guy. Probably talk to him, try to get him on one of these days. And hopefully just accept the challenge and let's keep inspiring folks. Hey, looking at financial fitness, right? Um, where you at? Where you at with what type of shape your finances are in today? Credit, taxes, savings, investments, insurance, estate planning, right? We did this 90-day financial fitness challenge back in the spring. We did that, right? And now look at it. Where are you now? We did it in the summer of last year, June to September. Where are you now as we enter tax season? Where are you now as we get ready for another summer? A year later, where are you now? What are you doing? What's happening? Right? And holler if you can. Talk to me if you can. Look, here's what you should have. If you already have a financial plan, revisit your financial plan. Review your financial goals. Analyze where you stand with achieving your financial goals. Are you on track? Are you succeeding? Are you knocking stuff out periodically? What's going on? Identify any struggles with any of your goals. What's blocking you? What's in the way? What's keeping you from getting further along with your financial goals? and then start plotting out your money moves to make your dreams become a reality. Money moves. Your money moves are the things that you do that help you make more money or make more sense of your money. When I say make more sense of your money, they make sense in your life, right? Um, Paying off debt before going on a trip makes sense, right? Having that child fill out a FAFSA before applying for college makes sense. Otherwise, point them to the local JC. Unless they're getting a scholarship, unless they're getting a full ride, hook them up. Hook them up, right? And they're going to stay home. Can we work? Are we employable? Do we have skills? Or are they just another high school graduate that's been pushed out into the world with limited skills that are now going to start complaining about what folks call adulting, right? We've got to look at this. And so your money moves. What are the things you can do today that'll help you experience and enjoy more of tomorrow and even some of today? You know, money moves. Sometimes you gotta switch things up, man. Sometimes you gotta switch things up. I recently had, you're gonna hear about it. I recently had a bad experience with um, a financial institution, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. Just rubbed me the wrong way. It felt it felt very discriminatory and racist, whatever. But how I dealt with it was I took a page from Dr. V's book, Train Them How to Treat You. And when I shifted funds to another institution, it was not only about the customer service, but it was also about the yield and return that I get on my money. Why pay you for holding my money here if I'm supposed to be a preferred customer? No, get out of here. We're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. And so, what money moves are you going to make that help you help more things, help with more things that you want to get done? What money moves are you going to make that help you get into a position to where you start to move towards financial freedom? And I say financial freedom. Some people say independence, whatever it may be. The struggle financially is real when you're going payment to payment, and then you're like, what's happening? You're at the mercy of folks. Don't live that out and not feel like you can't get out. There's a way to get out, but a lot of people feel trapped. A lot of people feel enslaved. And so the emancipation of that is to arrive at a point where you feel free. You feel like the weight has been lifted off you. When you pay off your debt, you feel free, like the weight has been lifted off you. You feel free, right? Those things make you feel free. So that's what we call financial freedom. But at the core of that is understanding financial literacy, understanding the moves that you have to master in order to get there and get financially in shape. That's where it is. That's where it is. If you don't have a financial plan, think in terms of time, decades. How far are you from retirement? 20, 30? Some of y'all might be 40 years away. I literally started saving for retirement. What was probably 1990. I was 20, right? That's when I started, you know. Uh, 95 was when I established my first 403B, right? Met with a guy, and I had done my research, identified what I wanted to invest in. Back then, Franklin Mutual Beacon, Franklin California Fund, Franklin Income, and Franklin Balance Fund. And let's roll from there, Daddy. And we took it. Um, did a lot of good. That did me a lot of good. And it taught me the consistency of dollar cost averaging, mutual fund investing. That was it. That was what I needed. And so that's how I got started. And so think in terms of time, decade. I know I had time, so I was investing in growth and income. Now I'm on the other side of that, and I'm more invested in income and capital preservation, right? Trying not to lose it, trying to keep up with the market, but not lose a lot of money. Picture that, right? We still got time, but not as much time. Okay? Identify your financial goals. What do you want to do? You want to pay off your debt, pay off your house, sit on the porch, walk the dog, go bowling every Thursday, go camping, one of the big RVs and hit the road for 6 months out of the year. Do you want to live in two different places? Summers in the Hamptons and winters in Palm Springs. What do you want to do? What are your financial goals? And how can someone help you make that possible? What are the things you need to do? Identify your personal motivation and what incentives play a role in your willingness to work towards these goals. How much do you want it? How much do you want it, and what are you willing to do to get what you want? How much do you want it? And if you want it bad enough, let's find a way to identify how to get that done. And start plotting out your money moves. Start putting out, write it down and work it out. Write it out and work it out. Right? Put it in terms that you can understand and terms that you can undertake. You're not going to put into action what you don't put into writing. And if you're going to spend the time to put it into writing, take the time to put it into action. Use a day planner. Use alerts on your phone. Calendar reminders. Right? Set a date with yourself. But don't fool around with this. Don't fool around with this. Can you catch it? Think about it like this. Here are 3 things that help me build a passive income, right? And look at it. One strategy, passive income. Build an income portfolio based on dividend-paying stocks and other income-producing investments that provide an additional salary. Well, here we go. Got to set up the account. Got to fund the account, use 10% of monthly salary, and then buy dividend-paying stocks through ETFs. Automate the money moves, but automate everything. Monthly transfers. Get paid, transfer that 10%. Dividend reinvestment. Get the dividends, check that box, dividend reinvestment. They reinvest the dividends for you. Periodic purchase. Identify the ETF, identify how much is going to it, what time of month is going in there, and boom, set it on repeat. You don't have to do much, but you got to do something to get started. You don't have to do much, but you got to do something to get started. And if you're willing to do something to get started, it's going to work for you. I'm telling you, it's going to work for you, but it's not going to work for you if you're fooling around. Here's the thing, bro. You gotta make your next move your best move, right? You gotta make your next move your best move. And if you're willing to do that, if you can handle that's gonna come up and be an issue, right? That's gonna come up and folks are gonna say, "Hey, man, where we at with this? What's going on with this plan? What's going on over here? I hear you been talking about doing something, but I don't see you doing anything." Make it your best move. Make the next thing you do with your money your best move. Let someone see you and see how much your grind is allowing for you to grow. You know what I'm saying? Let someone see you and see how much that time you're putting in is allowing you to capitalize on some things, right? Don't fall for the okie doke and what people will always, come back to and try to throw in your face and make you feel like you're not doing anything. No, what you're doing is enough, right? What you're doing is enough if it's going to get you, right, on a platform where you can say, "Hey, man, my days are greater because of how I've done this thing. My days are better because of how I've done this thing." And when you say it, I want you to say it like you mean it, like you believe in yourself, because a whole bunch of people are not going to believe in you. A whole bunch of people are not going to support you. A whole bunch of people are not going to get behind you. This is personal. That's why they call it personal finances. This is personal because someone's not going to buy into, "Oh, well, that sounds good." No, someone's going to say, "Oh, not about the plan." They're going to say it about the person. They don't have a problem with the plan. They have a problem with you, the person. And when they do it, they're going to do it in a derogatory sense. They're going to do it in a negative sense, and they're going to do it downplaying you and being dismissive of you. And I want to tell you now, don't buy into it. Don't worry about it. Take the time to believe in yourself enough to where what I'm telling you is going to help motivate you. Make your next move your best move. We're playing chess. We're not playing checkers. Make your next move your best move. You might not be ready to put them in checkmate right now. You might not be ready to strike against right now, but make your next move your best move. Right? Get increasingly better, incrementally better. Don't stop there. What they say? Don't stop believing. Come on, we got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. And so, make your next move your best move, and I think you can actually, get this rolling with some expediency. Remember, go back in here and think in terms of time, right? We're thinking in terms of time. Identify your financial goals. Come up with a plan, a map of, hey, I want to achieve this by this time, whatever. You can do some things simultaneously. You can do some things in a sequential order. It's up to you. But you don't have to tackle everything at the same time. Identify your personal motivation and what incentives play a role in your willingness to work towards these goals. That's what's going to push you over the edge. That's what's going to take you over the top. That's what's going to get you over the hump. And some people won't have that. They won't have that motivation. They won't have that incentive because they haven't identified it, and they're just trying to. I just want to be over there. I want to be over there. Why? Well, the grass is greener. Well, why do you need greener grass? What? Identify what works for you, and start plotting out your money moves. Start doing that. Start making that happen. And make it happen, man. Make your next move your best move. Make it happen, and I hope that you can see from what I'm saying that this is just a check-in. Where you at? What's happening? What's going on with this? And I hope this kind of helps clarify and get some order to it. And then check out my videos on Wednesdays. Wednesdays on Wealth. A lot of these videos are simple, single subject videos, whether they're about particular stocks, dividend harvesting, whether they're about getting in and certain funding. I just did one on the groundwork of building wealth while black, right? Let me share that with you. And it's just basically we're just talking about the stuff that you might not hear from everybody, but maybe you need to hear it from me. So, God bless. We're back on track next week. Hope everything works out for you. I'm going to follow this up with a faith and finance session next week that is actually going to dig into taxes. Yeah. So that's going to connect to another video I'm doing for faith and finance. But like I said, man, make it happen. Make it happen for you. Make it happen for yourself. Be good to yourself. God be with you. God bless. Hope everything is there for you. Celebrate as you celebrate. Enjoy what you enjoy. Take care. We're going to get this party started. God bless.